So we begin our meditation in the usual way by focusing on our breath. I invite you to just take a moment to concentrate on your breathing. And to feel that life force moving through you. What a gift it is to have breath and life. And I invite you to just get comfortable in this space. Try to let go of all the distractions, all the things you're coming from or getting ready to go to, and to just be here now. And as you deepen your breath, we begin by just feeling that relaxation move through our bodies so that we can be in a place of peace and comfort, and we can focus our energies inward. So I invite you to imagine with each breath that relaxation flowing through your body. Imagine it starting at the top of your head, on down through your scalp, your forehead and temples. We hold so much tension there. Your eyes, your jaw and mouth. Feel that relaxation flow through your neck and throat. You may want to roll your shoulders back and down as a way of consciously letting that relaxation flow through your shoulders and down your arms, your hands and fingers. Continue to deepen your breath as we feel that relaxation flow through our chest and back and belly, through our hips and legs and feet, on down through our toes. This is comfortable. This is safe. And deepening in that relaxation allows us to delve a little more deeply into God's presence within us. So I invite you to take 3 deep breaths. Remember that if at any point you feel your mind wandering or your thoughts straying, just go back to your breath. Remember that you are here now, and return. I invite you to listen again to this quote from Addiction and Grace, and then we will delve a little more deeply into it. As you listen, if there is a word or phrase that stands out for you, remember that. Mark that And as we go a little bit deeper in our meditation, that might be a focal point for you. Listen. If God indeed creates us in love, of love, and for love, then we are meant for a life of joy and freedom, not endless suffering and pain. But if God also creates us with an inborn longing for God, then human life is also meant to contain yearning, incompleteness, and lack of fulfillment. To live as a child of God is to live with love and hope and growth. But it is also to live with longing, with aching for a fullness of love that is never quite within our grasp. Continue to breathe, and we're going to spend a few moments thinking about each one of those words. I'm going to pull out some key words and invite you to think about them and the invitation in that passage to engage them. The first word I invite you to contemplate is love. You might want to pay attention to what comes first to your mind when you hear that word. Is there a feeling or an image or a color or a person or a symbol that comes to your mind when you think of love? Just spend a moment with that. And going a little bit deeper, how does it feel to acknowledge that we are created in love, of love, and for love? The next word I invite you to delve into is joy. Again, what do you think of when you think of joy? What comes first to your mind? A feeling, a color, a person, a moment? Just spend a moment with that experience of joy. And going deeper, how does it feel to acknowledge that you are meant for a life of joy? Now I invite you to contemplate that word freedom. Again, what comes to mind? How do you connect with that word? What does freedom look like? As you picture it in the depths of your spirit. And going deeper, what does it mean to be free from suffering or pain? Next, we spend a moment with hope. Hope. How do you connect with or experience or visualize hope? Going deeper, how do you experience hope in the idea of being created with purpose and intention? And finally, I invite you to think of growth as an expression of yearning. How do you experience growth in your spiritual life? What helps you to grow? And going deeper, what does it mean to be created with the capacity of renewing and encouraging and uncovering more aspects of ourselves? As you continue to breathe, I remind you that the author invites us to understand that yearning as a longing for God, a deeper understanding of the divine. So I invite you to take a few moments as you continue to breathe to think about what it is you long for in a spiritual sense. Is there a yearning or incompleteness in you? And how do you experience that? Just take a few moments as you breathe to see if you can identify that within you. And if or as you do, I invite you to offer that yearning as a question or an invitation to the loving Creator. Breathe it out into the universe as an invitation, a searching for that missing piece. I invite you again to listen to this affirmation. If God indeed creates us in love, of love, and for love, then we are meant for a life of joy and freedom. We can let go of pain and suffering, knowing that God fills our incompleteness. And so I invite you to spend just a few moments again deepening your breath, and as a mantra with your breath in your mind, breathe in love and breathe out pain. Breathe in love and breathe out pain. With God, we are enough. We are the love God created us in and of and for. I invite you to mark this space as both a place of connection to that love and also that yearning. This is a place you can always go in your own spirit to identify what it is you long for and to have that met with divine love. And as we prepare to end our meditation, I invite you again to take 3 deep breaths. And as we prepare to come back to the space we are in, you begin to awaken your body a little bit. And offer a word of gratitude for being always in the presence of love. Namaste.